Times when you have to ask yourself, where's the law when you really need it? A family is asking itself that question right now. Their backyard taken over, bulldozers turning it into a wasteland, and a landlord who doesn't want to talk about it but still wants the rent. Rodney Lose has the story.
I feel like I've failed my family. So much I've tried to stop this from going on, it just doesn't. They're just muscling in.
Absolutely despicable that they can continue doing it and nobody can stop them. You know, the noise and the commotion and everything is the tip of the iceberg. It's the actual destruction that's happening around us, and the fact that, you know, as tenants we're virtually powerless to do anything.
He gave them no notice, no warning. The first they knew their backyard was part of landlord Jim Taylor's development plans was when the bulldozers, tree loppers and chainsaws moved in and the destruction began.
Well, how about I let you jump out of the car and you can have a chat with us?
Yeah.
You want a bit of notice, do you?
Yes,
right.
I want a bit of notice.
I'm pretty sure Angela would have liked a bit of notice before there was a cage put around her house, heavy excavation equipment moved in and every tree on the property was ripped down.
They're just going to do what they have to do with these things. They really don't.
Angela and Glenn chose this property because it was perfect for their 6 growing children.
Our kids are outdoor kids. They don't sit in front of the telly all day and play games and that sort of stuff. They get out and they run around, they ride their bikes, they play sport.
Not anymore. Jim Taylor's undercover demolition plan was so secretive and so swift, the family didn't even have time to take the clothes off the line or bring the kids' toys and trampoline inside the caged area that was left to them.
They've got a fence that surrounds them, makes them look like they're living in a prison yard. You know, it's certainly not a healthy environment for kids to grow up into. You know, it is wrong what they've done to these kids.
You know, they've got 6 kids. And it's amazing, you actually cage the clothesline with the washing on it outside the fence. They can't even get their clothes off the washing without walking onto a building site.
They knew full well that nobody would be stupid enough to rent a house in the middle of this. You know, who'd want to live with this? It feels like we're in a prison yard.
Oh, just so confused. I'm at my wit's end, I really am, you know. I just can't believe that they can legally do this to us. You know, we've done nothing wrong here. We pay our rent every week. We've done everything they've asked. You know, I had to, when we first shipped it in here, we've even cleaned up the yard.
Jim's wife, Cora, their daughter and workmen even watched on as heavy machinery destroyed their tenant's yard. All the while, pocketing close to $300 a week in rent.
Everyone's thing is, well, you know, have you thought of moving? But why should it be up to us to get up and walk away? Why shouldn't our landlord be made to honour his lease?
Excuse me, what are we trying to achieve here? Please, get out of my face.
You set yourself up with a family and then somebody can just come in and mow you down. I just can't have them thinking that that's how life is. I've got to stand up for my family, and to try and do so, it's just not working.
With more than 5 months left on their lease, the Hortons have little room to move. Even though the Hortons have notified authorities, the police are powerless to do anything. And while it goes against tenancy guidelines, it's too late to stop the destruction. Even their real estate agent can't find their family of 8 somewhere else to live. So, for now, this wasteland is where they'll have to stay. But they're not giving up.
They seem to think that they can just march in, develop around us, put it, you know, turn our lives into turmoil and get up and walk away at the end of the day scot-free. But they can't.